Hi, and thanks for watching our Thrive Thursday recipe. So each week I share a recipe on this YouTube channel using Thrive Life freeze-dried ingredients. It's just to show you how simple and easy it is to make amazing meals using this long-term shelf-stable freeze-dried foods. My thing is if you have to live off your food storage, there is no excuse to live off beans and rice when you can make this amazing food, and it tastes so good. It's high nutritional value, all sorts of fun stuff. So as always, you can shop any Thrive Life products in the link below in this video description, and that'll take you to my website. Or if you have any questions about Thrive Life products or you're interested in becoming a consultant, go onto that website and reach out to me. I'd love to chat with you, and I'm happy to help anyone who wants to build their food storage. So I'm all for that. So today, this month in January, and if you're watching this a different month, that's fine too. There's sales every month. So I try to do recipes that use items that are currently on sale, just because buy it on sale, you get a better discount, right? And you can buy more, get more bang for your buck. So January has some really cool things on sale. A lot of fruits. So we have strawberries, blueberries, and peaches all on sale this month. So, and I love all three of those fruits. I'm going to show you how to make the easiest fruit cobbler you will ever make. Now we're going to do something a little different with this because there's three fruits. My family, we make this cobbler all the time, especially when we're camping. It is so amazing in the Dutch oven. Oh, magnifique. But, oh, there's my oven preheating. So we're going to do something a little bit different with this, and I'm going to cook them in muffin tins. I'm mostly doing this because I can separate out the fruits and show you kind of the different ones. You can combine this into one pan. You can do all one fruit. You could do all, multiple fruits, however you want to do it. There's really no wrong way to make this cobbler because it's so good. It's that good. So I'll tilt the camera down and I'm going to show you this it's got minimal ingredients. Seriously, this is way easy. And really, all of these ingredients are shelf stable. That's the best part. So this is literally a recipe you can make with all food storage ingredients. And this is dessert. It's a treat, right? So, all right, let's get to it. So for starting out, you want to make sure that your cupcake pan is greased with, I just do the Pam spray, just FYI. So for this one, since I'm doing 3 different fruits, I'm going to do 4 cupcakes of each one. Again, normally we don't do these in cupcakes. We'll do them like in the Dutch oven or in a big pan, but I wanted to separate out the 3 fruits and kind of show you. It's kind of hard to show in a cobbler because normally you just dish a cobbler up out of the pan, right? So that's not like the most presentable recipe, but we'll go with it. It still tastes amazing. So we're going to start by just putting a little bit of our freeze-dried fruit in the bottom of each of these cupcake pans, in the bottom of the cupcake pan. And the peaches now, so you notice how big these peaches are. When they rehydrate and stuff, they are going to be a lot smaller. So I was a little concerned at first they were just over full, but they're really not. They'll cook down as the peaches rehydrate and stuff. It'll be fine. So keep that in mind. You don't want to like put too little fruit in the bottom, because even though they're freeze-dried and they're big right now, they will cook down and they'll get soft and smaller as they rehydrate. So I just did 4 of each one since we're doing the blueberries, peach, and strawberries. Start off just a little bit of each in the bottom. And like I said, you want a decent amount because you do want that fruit. That's kind of the point of a fruit cobbler, right? Now, to give it a good caramely flavor, we're going to add some brown sugar to the on top of the fruit. Now, if I wasn't using freeze-dried fruit, I probably wouldn't put the brown sugar in. I mean, unless you just like that caramely or you want the extra sweetness. But for the freeze-dried fruits, I found that does help them not only rehydrate, but I don't know, it makes like a good syrup to do them with. if some other ways that we've done this recipe is we've just done actually canned fruit. And even though you strain, I've done it with and without straining the juices or syrups off. If you don't strain them, it makes it kind of runny at the bottom. But if you do strain them, they've been soaked in that liquid. So they already have that. Your freeze-dried foods don't have that. They're pretty dry. So it helps to give them a little something to kind of help add some wetness there, if you will. And next we're going to add some butter. Again, this is something I'm just going to do like 1 to 2 tablespoons worth of butter in each one. Again, this is going to help rehydrate these freeze-dried fruits. If you were doing like a canned fruit, we usually do a little bit butter on top of the cake just for flavor, but you don't necessarily need butter in with the fruit. This is just the brown sugar and the butter is going to make kind of a syrup to rehydrate the fruit in and give it some good flavor and just kind of add that moisture to it that we want in a cobbler. So, and butter and brown sugar, I mean, those are both really good flavors, so it's not like just putting water in. We're putting in some good flavors that are going to add some good flavor to the cobbler. So now for our cake part of the cobbler. Super, super easy. All we're going to do is a box of cake mix and a can of soda. Now, you can do these, it's just like a soda pop cake. You can actually use any variety of cake mix and soda that you want, whatever your favorites are. For fruit cobblers, I usually stick to a white or vanilla cake, maybe a yellow one, and then just 7-Up, Sprite, Sierra Mist, you know, a very neutral soda. Excuse me, because you don't want the flavors to overpower your fruit, right? You want the fruit to be the star of your cobbler. But I mean, if you really, really love fruit, I've seen people do chocolate cake and Coca-Cola and cherry as their fruit, and that would be a really good cobbler. I mean, you can do any combination of what your personal preferences are. Now, when you add this soda, it's going to be really foamy, so you just mix it, and trust me, it'll come together. I sped this up because, you know, you don't want to watch me stir for a couple minutes, but so I really wasn't stirring that fast. This is just sped up in the video. But you see, after stirring for a minute, how it looks like your normal cake mix, right? And that's what we want, that consistency. And then now we're just going to spoon this over the cupcakes, and it's kind of just like making a cupcake. These, essentially, when we pull these out, they're going to, because I want to show you the fruit, they're going to be like little mini upside down cakes. Again, I sped this up because, you know, but we're gonna show you them as like mini upside down cakes for the purpose of this video. But normally with a cobbler, you would just have it in a pan and you just dish it out from there, right? So I was trying to find a way to make it where you can see it the best. So I have leftover cake mix and butter, so I figured, what the heck, I'm gonna do a mini cobbler. So I just grabbed this little cake pan and I'm just gonna make it all pretty and fancy, which in all reality doesn't matter because we're going to serve this out of the pan. We're not going to flip this over. I guess we could, but we're not going to flip this one over, so it doesn't really matter how pretty it looks on the bottom. I got my butter brown sugar. For this one, I added some cinnamon sugar in with the brown sugar, and that's just a personal preference if you like. When we do these in the Dutch oven, we usually add cinnamon sugar and butter on top of the cake mix, and there you have it. And that's it. So, fair warning, the cupcakes aren't as pretty to look at, but usually cobbler isn't pretty to look at. When you dish up cobbler, usually it's kept in the pan and then, you know, you dish it up. So these are kind of like a little upside down cupcake, if you will. This little cake I did make, this is more traditional cobbler that's still hot, and it does sink in the middle, partly because of the fruit. So it is cooked, but yeah. So yeah, that would be more of a traditional cobbler with all that delicious fruit on the bottom, and you just scoop it up and it's amazing. So I'm trying to decide. It's hard to beat a good peach cobbler. Peach and blueberry, honestly, are like the best. So let's try. So brown sugar gives it a real caramely flavor. Let's try this blueberry one. Let's see, I like it. It's really good. So normally when we cook it in the Dutch oven, we actually won't even mix the 7-Up and the cake mix. We sprinkle the dry cake mix over the fruit, and then you pour the 7-Up and you just lightly mix it with your fork. And as it cooks, it bakes, but that gives it more of like a crumbly type top rather than like a cupcakey top. Okay. I like a blueberry. So another thing, I gotta try one more bite of the strawberry just so I can say I've tried them all. The butter and that brown sugar. The brown sugar gives it a good caramely, but the butter in these small little pans really like crisps up the outer edge. And so it's this buttery, caramely outside crust of it. And then it's all, it's good. The good kind. Strawberry. So, I think, honestly, excuse me, I think my favorite is probably the blueberry, which I'm surprised because I love peach anything. But this blueberry is really, really good. I know it's my favorite. So, try it out. Try it out. Quick and easy dessert in just a few minutes. And let me know how it turns out. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.